So now we are going to start. So you can mute your microphones. You can mute your microphone. Santi, you can you can mute your microphone. Yeah. Sadhu.
Sadhu. Let's do our chanting before we start our meditation. If you are following our chanting book, you can turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. The 5 precepts. Panati pata vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, adinādāna vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, kāmesu micchācārā vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, musāvādā vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, Suramere madhye pamadakkhana vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Let's read the FM2 vows based on the 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arehang samma sambuddho viඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Homage to the Dhamma. Swātkārto bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akāliko ihi vassiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīti patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani Attha purisa puggala Isa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Āhuniyo pāhuniyo Dakkhiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang puñyak kittang Lokassati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Offering of life. Gana sarappaditena dīpena tamadang sina tiloka dīpang sambuddhang pujayami tamuludang. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttena dupena sugandhina pujaye යන්තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං. Offering of flowers. වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සම්පතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහි පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන මේන පුඤ්ඤේන වේදේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං උම්පං විලායාති යථායි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං. Offering of water. Adivasitunu bhante paniyang parikappitam anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttama. Offering of drinks. Adivasitunu bhante gilana paccayang imang anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttama. Worship of shrines. Vandami jitiyang sabbang sabbadhani supatititang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddharupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Wish of well-being. Vipulang alantang tansanu bharini hatante Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an pure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the links in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom of thinking is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, welcome everyone for our meditation session. So today we have all got this opportunity to come together and to help each other to practice this meditation. You may be joining us from your home, like uh, from privately, but actually you are also helping so many others to do this practice together because through our online platform, we are practicing together as a community, as a group, and we know that there are other people who are joining with us, so we are not alone. So although we are in different places, we are connected with the same practice. We are doing this practice at the same time together. And it is wonderful that in particular during this time that we have this opportunity to sit together and develop our positive mindset and also to develop our mindfulness and loving kindness, this wholesomeness. So how good, in our life, we have a specific time that we purposely grow our wholesomeness because we don't really get a chance to grow and cultivate our wholesomeness in our normal life. There are no institutions to cultivate wholesomeness. But we are so fortunate that we have this facility, we have this guidance, and rejoice this opportunity that we are all here together as a group to pay our exclusive attention to grow our wholesomeness, to grow our mindfulness and loving kindness. So make rejoice this moment and joyful of this opportunity, and then make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly, and I will make use of this opportunity. I will make use of this guidance, and I will make use of this gathering, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, listen to this bell and gather your attention and settle yourself into this moment. After the bell, we will do our chant, Namo Buddhaya. And at the end of the chant, Bhante Purna is going to help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Dear spiritual friends, now we are ready to practice meditation. Mainly, we practice meditation on loving kindness and meditation on breathing. The ultimate purpose of this meditation is to cultivate loving kindness, to reach to the great compassion, to practice breathing meditation, to reach and cultivate the mindfulness, to reach to the great wisdom. Therefore, in our meditation, we have a great plan and a great technique. Be happy about your great decision that you have taken to sit with your spiritual friends. By practicing the spiritual chanting and listening to the word of encouragement of the Bhante, now we are getting ready to practice, to cultivate, which is known as bhavana. Metta bhavana. We will cultivate loving kindness first. Always take your best time to calm your body and mind before you recognize and reach to the object, the loving kindness or the breathing. It is always very important to calm down the body and mind. The calming down of the body and mind is a very important prerequisite for the successful meditation. Therefore, we bring our awareness to our body and feel our body, and we prepare our body further and further for this meditative posture. Now we are sitting. We are sitting in a very special posture. This posture is unique and very special and very wholesome. You have closed your eyes gently and you are keeping your upper body upright as much as possible. keeping your both shoulders quite wide and letting both arms to just hang and placing both palms on your lap, on your thighs. Placing your both legs nicely. Now you are sitting in a mindful sitting. You can feel your body. Feel your body. In your body, you can notice and feel all different feelings. Some feelings are experiencing particularly because of this dedicated posture, and also there might be some chronic pains in different areas in our body. We are not getting angry or upset on the pain, but we are relaxing the areas that we can feel the pain. Feel your body, scan your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Feel, feel, feel. And relax and relax and relax. To relax purposely, we do three types of basic practices to relax our body. The very first one is we mindfully, deeply breathe in and feel the expansion of the chest, tummy, and the back and the shoulders. Fill the lungs with the air and very gently release the air and relax. Do it at least for 3 times. By feeling the relaxation, We can relax further and further. To relax further and further, we bring a very gentle, pleasant, genuine, a beautiful smile to our face. Just remember, while you are watching at a baby or your cute puppy or your pet, how you are feeling. You feel so nice. You have pleasant thoughts in your mind, and that pleasant thoughts bring a beautiful smile onto your face. Feel the relaxation of the facial muscles, not only facial muscles, it travels all over the body. And to relax further and further, and furthermore, we draw our full awareness to each and every parts of the body and notice if there are any tension, any pressure, any pain, any heavy feelings, tightness of the muscles. Just draw your attention and relax, relax, relax your body. Relax your body. You can start from your forehead. If you notice any heavy feelings right now, just let them go. All of the pressure, pain, and any heavy thoughts, just let them go and relax, relax, relax. Drop down, drop down, and relax. Feel the eyes, feel the jaws and jaw muscles and both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms and fingers. Even the finger muscles are not tightening. Just relax, relax, relax. Feel the chest muscles and thigh muscles, upper and lower back muscles, and relax, relax, relax. Feel the sitting muscles and relax, relax, relax. Feel both legs and also each and every bends to the tips of the toes. Feel and relax, relax, relax. Relax your body. 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 Let body to be in this relaxed posture, and we will draw our attention to our awareness to the thoughts in the mind. Notice thoughts in the mind. You can notice thoughts in your mind. Thoughts are occurring in your mind with the support of the past memories, present experiences, and the future thoughts, plans, and hopes. Sometimes we have remain pressure, stress, and worries in the past. Nothing to worry about the past, it is gone. At the same time, the past is a lesson. The lessons that you learned, all those are lessons. The lessons keep you safe. Nothing to worry. If there are any worries, just let them go, that because they have gone. But remember, the past is a lesson. Lesson always help us to keep ourselves safe and nice. The future, it is okay to have future related goals. But remember, we create mentally future in the present moment, which is not really healthy, and it is not normal. The future is not yet come true, and relax and let them go and relax. Observe your purified mind, and you have a very relaxed mind, not only the body. How lucky you are! You know the technique to relax yourself mentally and physically by letting go, by relaxing. We come very slowly into the present moment. Right now, truly, we agree. We are having a very pleasant and relaxed physical preparation. And the awareness is very happy to stay with this pleasant, present preparing of the body. Stay in the present moment, couple of minutes, and enjoy the great relaxation and the appeasement. Enjoy the peace. By enjoying the peace in the present moment, we know that we can cultivate our wholesomeness in our mind, mentally and physically, we can cultivate wholesomeness. And also verbally, mentally and physically, we can cultivate wholesomeness. We know our regular wholesome object. It is loving kindness. Loving kindness. Friendliness. To recognize the depth of the loving kindness and the gravity of the loving kindness, we bring a very solid loving kindness image. A mother who is giving the great caring to one is her own one's only son, only the baby. And think about the strength of the loving kindness of the mother who is having her only baby. In her loving kindness, she is having many qualities: compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, generosity, caring, sharing, determination, and mindfulness, and deep understanding, great dedication. They are the beautiful qualities of the loving kindness of this beautiful mother. Same as a mother, we are getting ready to prepare loving kindness in our mind, in ourselves. Loving kindness. Grow the great qualities of loving kindness in your mind: compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, courage, and determination, and many more loving kindness thoughts. Prepare your mind and get ready your mind to give great comfort to the baby. And you are ready to render the loving kindness to the baby, same as a mother who take care of her only baby. It is not only to the baby, we expand our loving kindness beyond the limit. But first, experience loving kindness internally, mentally, and physically, and verbally. You can use your loving kindness awareness as a healing energy to heal your body. You deeply appreciate your entire body, from the skin to the internal organs. each and every organs in the body, all the limbs of the body, and radiate loving kindness to this body. You know the great heritage, the intelligent heritage of each and every organs of the body, and deeply appreciate their great support that you are receiving to enliven yourself, health, and think about the great support of the great dedication of the skin, the muscles, the bones, internal organs, activities, the lungs, the respiratory system, heart, the cardiovascular system, liver, stomach, pancreas, the small intestine, the large intestine, and the great activities in the digestive system, the kidneys, the great activities in the genitourinary system, the activities in the central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. Deeply appreciate and render the loving kindness. May this body be healed, be healed, be healed. If there are any wrong mutations, even in the cellular level, due to any reason, the loving kindness can fix them. Radiate loving kindness to the body and to the mind. Loving kindness can fix any mental sicknesses or any physical sicknesses. The proper guided loving kindness is a very rich, awesome therapy. Now you are applying to your body and mind. Understand the therapeutic value of the loving kindness, the healing energy of the loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well. The same loving kindness, the same loving kindness that you are experiencing mentally and physically, you share with your great friends. May my spiritual friends be well. May no any harms come to you. May you be able to overcome all the difficulties. May you grow spiritually. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness and radiate to your beloved family members near and far, and feel okay if they have done some mistakes. It's okay. Still send your great loving kindness to heal them, to fix them. You are lucky you have a method to cultivate loving kindness. Sometimes they don't know about that. That is why you genuinely radiate your loving kindness to your beloved family members, near and far, and friends and relatives, and to the neighbors, to the people in the county, the state, the neighboring states throughout the nation, even beyond the countries, neighboring countries, all around the world. May all people be healed, be well. You are so lucky that you are having this kind of great therapy, the meditative friendship with your spiritual friends. But some people in the world, they don't have any access to them. Be mindful and practice your loving kindness deeply and share your loving kindness blessings with all people all around the world. Right now, they are in the mid of a pandemic. They are having lots of stresses and depressions. May they be healed. May all the people be healed. Be healthy. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healthy. May they be well. Expand your loving kindness boundlessly, further and further to all beings, all the big and small animals, the creatures, insects, near and far, large and small, long and short, seen and unseen, in the direction of the front, the direction of the back, the direction of the left and right, above and below. May all beings be well. May all beings be well. Be grateful yourself that you are having such a great moment right now. You feel completely well. Be well and relax. Remain in your loving kindness meditation. Feel the loving kindness thoughts, the pleasure and rapture that you earn through the loving kindness. And the awareness that you are having right now is very happy to remain on your loving kindness. Loving kindness is beautiful and loving kindness is awesome. The loving kindness is easy to carry. The loving kindness is bring such a great smile. The loving kindness healing the mind and body. The loving kindness, the loving kindness, the loving kindness, the loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well. Now you can slowly use your lovely wise attention to practice breathing meditation. The breathing meditation. You meditate on breathing. We focus our attention. We keep our attention to the in breath and out breath. Breathing in and out is activity constantly happening in this body, right here, right now. It is a great relief to have such a neutral object for our awareness, breathing in and out. The breathing in and out. It's a wonderful, wonderful, very close activity in this body that you can feel all the time. Introduce the loving this love to the lovely awareness, this breathing in and out activity as a friend. You know how you behave when you are having the very close, open minded friendship. You laugh a lot, you talk a lot, you enjoy a lot. This is your great, very close friend, breathing in and out. Keep your awareness and be friendly. Practice breathing meditation. You won't believe sometimes, but that is true. The awareness of the breath can help you to practice breathing the mindfulness, the mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of the feeling, the mindfulness of the mind, and the mindfulness of the Dhamma, the mindfulness of the phenomena. This simple but subtle, and once you develop to the great level, this meditation on mindfulness can lead to practice for foundations of mindfulness. Not only the four foundations of mindfulness, and also the seven enlightened factors. So be grateful to have such a very spiritual friendship with this physical activity, breathing in and out. Just relax. Practice breathing meditation. Just relax.
Dukkhapattache Nidukkha Bhayapattache Nibbaya Sukhapattache Nisukha Hontu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this wonderful opportunity to sit together and to have this meditation practice. We were able to do this practice thanks to many generations of teachers lived in the past. Let us deeply feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past, who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to whoever helped our meditation tonight and whoever helped our practice by not disturbing our meditation tonight. And even feel grateful to this network, to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation. And also to everything that helped your meditation, including the cushion, the chair, the bell, maybe fan, and anything that supported this meditation. With deep gratitude towards all people and all things that help our meditation, let us say sadhu 3 times.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, dear friends, again, it was great to have you all, and it was a nice practice together. And this is the first Wednesday of our rainy retreat. Three of us observed our rainy precepts last Sunday, so today is the first Wednesday within that period. I hope that you have also started a new practice for these 3 months, as we encourage you. So one suggestion that we did you like use our chanting card and start the daily recitations in addition to whatever you're already doing, but at least have this chanting card with you and read it once a day or maybe twice a day if you can, but at least read it in the morning to create a good mindset for the day. We will discuss on that later. Just before we start our meditation today, we had a kind of strong wind and rain. It's almost like a small storm, right? Like, like a storm. I saw the many trees were like moving back and forth, and a lot of branches were moving. When I saw that, it kind of brought to my mind that a tree should be able to like move with the wind, but at the same time should be strong in its roots, not to be uprooted because of the wind, right? So the tree has this wonderful ability. It can swing, it can move when the winds are coming from different directions, but it has really strong roots that it will not be uprooted just because of wind. But sometimes, if it's a strong wind, they will be uprooted, right? But I think that there's one kind of trees that will never be uprooted. Do you know what is that? Anthea? Yeah. Do you know what are the types of trees that will never be uprooted? Of course, the huge trees, no matter how strong it is, of course, they will not be uprooted easily. But if there's a strong wind, they will uproot it. But there is a kind of trees that will never be uprooted. Of course, yeah. Of course, the grass will not be uprooted, but mainly actually it's bamboo trees. Bamboo trees. Bamboo trees will not be uprooted because bamboo tree can really swing and will follow the wind, and they will not be uprooted. So when it comes to a spiritual practice, I think that we need to have this dual ability. One is whenever whenever we encounter certain maybe moments of suffering, moments of difficulties, moments of challenge, and we should be able to like be sensitive to them, like be particularly when we see suffering in others, we should be able to empathize with that. So we should be able to like be sensitive, like move. But at the same time, we have to have an inner strength like a tree. Just because we encounter suffering, just because we encounter negativity, and we will not be uprooted. So we have to have a strong root, a strong base, very rooted, but at the same time being empathized and compassionate and sensitive. I think that's the healthy spiritual practice. That sometimes we think that like we have to be strong, like not to move at all.
And but
Yeah,
the roots of the bamboo tree actually they exist together
together
binding together
underneath. Yeah,
same like a meditation group.
group. Yeah, the bamboo trees are like underneath. They are also connected to each other, right?
Though
And
we are not seeing frequently,
yeah,
we have a strong spiritual friendship.
friendship.
That's why they are practicing with us by
Even though
sitting
from the
far away.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think one thing. So we have to be sensitive to the challenges we encounter, the suffering that we encounter in our life, maybe suffering we encounter in other people's. So we have to be sensitive, empathize, and uh, but at the same time, we have to have an inner strength that is kind of deeply rooted, and then we will never be like uprooted. I think in the Ratana Sutta, that the jewel and Truth Sutra, the discourse on the jewel that we chanted many times uh, past few months, there's an important statement about how a spiritually evolved person will, the nature of the spiritually evolved person is called Yathinda Kilo, Pataving Sitosia. It gives an example of a particular pillar called Indra Kila. Indra Kila. Indra Kila is a special kind of pillar, and it is and this particular verse saying that a spiritually evolved person will never be moved from moved due to different experiences, challenges, or suffering, difficulties they encounter, just like the Indra the special pillar will not be moved from the wind coming from four directions. Indra is a special kind of pillar. I think in ancient time, when people built a city, they have a city center right in the middle of the center, like that. Indra is there's a special pillar right at the heart, the center of the city, and it is a strong pillar. Half of the pillar is underground, and the rest of the pillar is upground. So that's a strong pillar, and from that pillar you have main roads, like four roads to four directions, and there are of course other roads. So the pillar is the center of the city. It's like a tower, right? So pillar. So because that pillar, the half of that pillar is underground, it will not be easily moved from the four direction. The winds come from the four direction. So Buddha is encouraging us that we need to be sensitive and be compassionate, empathize, but at the same time we have to have a strong strength within us, very rooted strength within us. I think so. We need to pay attention what gives us the strength to go through these difficult challenges, particularly during these days, right, Bante? Like we are living in the middle of a storm, like in the middle of a storm. We thought that the storm is kind of subsiding, but suddenly, like last week, the storm becomes so strong again, right? So we are living in a storm. There are many types of storm happening at the same time. Of course, pandemic is one storm, and of course, there are other storms also, like social, revolutions. And so many kinds of storms are coming from all directions. And of course, we have our own individual storms, right? Our individual life, we may have our own issues to handle. So many storms coming from different directions. So how we can be sensitive, like empathize and compassionate, but at the same time how we can stay strong, the spiritual strength we need. I think the main spiritual strength is what we call wisdom, or panya in Pali. So our compassion helps us to be empathize and be helpful. uh, it moves us to action, but I think the wisdom, deeper understanding of human nature, deep understanding of the nature of human minds, ourselves and others' minds, and deeper understanding, insights, wisdom is the main strength that can help us to stay firm. Although we can be sensitive, responding and empathizing with others' suffering, but we are not being
deeply rooted.
deeply, yeah, the other half of the Indrakil. Yes. So I think that is why I think we need more understanding of the teachings of the Buddha, more description of the and also, so first we need to learn the nature of our lives and nature of human minds, and then also reflecting on those things, because we need to understand that our life is not meant to be that solid, right? It's not meant to be that solid. And all along throughout the history, human lives were fragile.
Very.
Yeah, it is not a new phenomena, right? And due to thanks
That's
to
why we need wisdom.
wisdom, yeah, wisdom, thanks to many discoveries made in health sciences, medical field, and we have a lot of help these days to keep ourselves strong. But human life has been fragile from the time immemorial, right? And then reflecting on these things, and also we know that human mind is vulnerable to have defilements, and this mind is like always prone to have defilements, prone to have ignorance, prone to have other defiling thoughts. We need extra effort to to have deep understanding and compassion. So therefore, whenever we see some behaviors of others, of course we need to act and respond, and try to help them to move beyond whatever their limitations. But in the deep in our heart, we have to have deep understanding that this is the nature of human mind, and we are victims of our own habitual patterns. So, so that deep understanding can give us more kind of empathy. So I think we need to spend more time to like develop our wisdom. And of course there are mainly, including wisdom, we have five main spiritual powers. We call it them, we can call it, yeah, spiritual powers. Five spiritual powers that can give us inner strength, the ability, stability to like stay there while responding and being compassionate and empathizing. These five spiritual powers. Wisdom is the important one, but we call it, first one is saddha, which is confidence, inner confidence. Inner confidence that we develop by looking at other spiritually evolved people like the Buddha himself and the enlightened disciples of the Buddha, and knowing that it is possible that we can, go beyond our limitation. It is possible that we can overcome our ignorance. So we develop saddha, the inner confidence, and that's the inner strength. Because sometimes, when we see, the some, some actions of some people, sometimes we may feel like, like we may lose the hopes, and sometimes right, and but we should never lose our hope. We should have inner confidence that this is possible, and I am on that path. There are people who have done this. There are people who have been extremely compassionate, extremely wise, and we know about those people, right? And so we have to have inner confidence that we can do this one also. And then the second one is called virya, that is effort. Not only confidence, then we also have a particular ability, effort. We each and every one of us have certain effort, a certain kind of inner energy. Of course, most of the time we may be also victim of our own defilements. We will not be. There are moments that we will not be mindful in our responses, but there are moments that we can be mindful and go beyond our natural or habitual urges, right? So there are habitual urges arising and pushing us to scold, pushing us to complain, pushing us to do whatever negative thing. But there are moments that we can observe them and then we can overcome them. We purposely we purposely do not follow that urge, but we do something else, positive thing. That's called virya, that ability. We may have that ability in a small scale, but it is a capacity that we can develop. So inner confidence and then effort, inner effort. And then of course the mindfulness is the key, and that is also inner spiritual power that we all have. That is what we have been cultivating now, right? The mindfulness is the key. And then of course the fourth one is the stillness, or called what we call samadhi, calmness of the mind. And calmness is also a power that we can develop, and that's also the ability that we just develop in our meditation session. Our mind is usually fluctuating, going up and down, and our emotions are going up and down, but we also have the capacity to settle our mind and make our mind steady. And we have those moments of steadiness and calmness and stillness, and that is also capacity. We can also develop that capacity as power. The fifth one is the wisdom that we talk about. So those are the five spiritual powers: the inner confidence, inner effort, mindfulness, uh, we can call it stillness or calmness, and then wisdom. These are called five spiritual powers, bala, right? Bala. And five spiritual capacities, that's called indriya. And then, of course, they also become powers when we develop them. So these are the five powers that can rooted us, you know, in our life. That we are compassionate, we are sensitive, we are responding to things, but we are not being swayed away by the incidents happening around us. No matter how hard are the incidents, no matter how dark is the situations, um, and as long as we have these five spiritual powers, particularly the wisdom, and we will be able to stay there, and then and do whatever thing we can do within our capacity, and not to be like like fully depressed because of that. So it's really important to develop those five spiritual powers. I think that is why we have a rainy retreat. That is why we have this kind of 3 months period that we are supposed to do an extra practices to like to grow these things, particularly during this kind of pandemic period. And we should make use of this period, because now we are limited, uh, in terms of travels, right? So we can't do much, and then we should turn such limitations as an opportunity to develop these spiritual powers. I think it's the same thing like Buddha did also, right? So Buddha has these monsoon seasons in northern India, heavily raining, a lot of storms happening in that period, and monks cannot travel, and they cannot travel to villages and cities and people. So they have to really stay in one place because of the storms and thunderstorms and rains. But then Buddhas, do not simply stay there. Use those 3 months to do a spiritual growth. Use these 3 months as a period for intensive practice. So like using, I mean, rather than like being like blaming the weather, right, and like complaining about the inability to travel, and like staying in one place in while complaining and waiting for the day that this the rains will stop. Rather than doing that, Buddha said that make use this opportunity and stay in one place and do extra practice. And by the time the rain is over, you are more powerful to go out.
And Bhante, like Bhante,
Like
like Bhante, you know what?
yes,
Actually, how many times do we travel
yes,
in a week
yeah, to so many places, right?
to so many places?
So we used to travel a lot also.
to see a lot of people
Yes,
huh,
but we can't do it now, right?
in different states,
Yeah,
and we go so many functions, ceremonies. Now we are not going anywhere,
anyway.
but we are very active.
So we are making use of the opportunity, right? And then we do our own readings, and we do our own studies, and we do our own practice, and also thanks to this technology we are helping more people, right? Yeah. So Bhante, you're talking about the roots of the bamboo tree, and there's an interesting story. There's a kind of Chinese bamboo trees. Uh, um, uh, yeah, it's a Chinese bamboo tree, okay? Chinese bamboo tree, not anything else Chinese. So there's a particular type of bamboo, called Chinese bamboo tree. When you plant this bamboo, okay, and you have to nurture it, you have to water it, you have to put fertilizer, you have to have enough sunlight. For the first year, you don't see any growth of that plant. Only one, what you call, only one sapling, and no growth for the whole year. But you have to take care of it, you have to water it, and then you take care of it for the one whole year, just only one sapling, nothing. And you have to take care of it the second year also. You take care of it second year is also, you can't see any visible change outside. Third year, what do you think? It's also the same. Many people will give up, the treating the bamboo, because you don't see any growth, anything outside. And then you start the fourth year. If you are consistent, perseverance, and you will still take care of the bamboo tree in the fourth year, then still no result. Then comes the fifth year. In the fifth year, you still continue to take care of it. In the fifth year, it starts to grow. Within 6 weeks, it can grow up to 40 feet. 40 feet within 6 weeks. Then you might be thinking, like, for the whole first 4 years, what this bamboo tree is doing? We may think that bamboo tree is like waiting, like keeping the energy dormant, and suddenly in the fifth year, it kind of grow, within 6 weeks. No, actually, all the previous years, what the bamboo tree is doing, it's actually growing, not outside. It's growing inside the ground. For the first 4 years, the bamboo tree is spreading the roots to all different places, and it's really growing, but not out of the ground, but it's growing underground, and it spread the roots to so many areas. Then when the fifth year comes, it can shoot its sprouts up to like 40 feet within 6 weeks, because now it can handle any number of trees, any height, because its roots is already spread all over the place. So the all yes.
No wonder then that coronavirus has learned the lesson from this tree.
Yeah. Yes, because it spent like early years like to establish itself firmly on the ground, then it can have any growth. I think our spiritual practice is also the same. Like maybe when we start to practice first, we may not see any change, any difference, but actually there's a growth happening inside. So if that bamboo tree does not grow enough roots, it cannot really have tall branches, tall trees, and also cannot have meaning. So I think a lot to learn, because the stronger is the roots, the more spread is the roots. It will never be uprooted. It may swing, but it may never be uprooted.
Constantly, you have to grow inside.
Inside, I think this 3 month this pandemic period is like that period that we may not do time to grow. And particularly, fortunately, we also have this 3 months period that traditionally in the Buddhist tradition, we spend more time.
We can even not only we can actually directly we can apply that to our spiritual life, and also for any other level of our life, the economy, whatever
growth,
technology,
learning new things, right?
Learning
new things,
So don't.
So because we are we are so limited in our travels and meeting people, that's not a pleasant thing. But I think we can make use of this situation to grow, to learn new skills, to grow. And of course, we know that just like anything else, pandemic is also impermanent. That is the wisdom. It may not be, it will not go away as soon as we wish it to be, but for sure, it is also impermanent. And so if you use this period for inner growth, to learning, and then hopefully sooner, but whenever the pandemic has slowed down, or maybe find some vaccine, and whenever it is gone, and we have grown inside, and then just like the bamboo tree, we can shoot all the branches very quickly.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So again, we encourage you. If you don't have a chanting card yet, still we have a few more copies. So you can give us a call or send us an email with your address. We can post this chanting card for you. Remember, if you have the card, remember to practice every day. Please, please respect the dedication, the effort our volunteers have put into this product. It is nicely made. We also have nice chanting, so it is prepared in a way that you can place in your table. Maybe the best thing will be wherever you take your breakfast. Maybe you place this in your breakfast table before you take your breakfast. Remember to read this mindfully. And if you have a shrine that you do your daily chanting, keep this in that place. And at the end of your regular chanting, and take this and then read this as a way of setting your mind, for that day. So these are really nice recitations. It can really realign you toward the spiritual growth, and they are powerful recitations. I hope that if you do it for the whole 3 months, and you will grow so many roots, very strong roots, and you will never be uprooted any time in your life. That is our wish for you. Okay, so any thoughts from people who are joining us from Skype? Any questions or any sharing? Yes. Yes, 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 Kay. Yes, Kema.
You were talking on how not to be upset when we keep flipping around. Like I keep getting angry, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not even angry at this person. So that was helpful for me.
Yeah, I think if you said the word "wait a minute," right? So if you can say that, let's say we get agitated, we get upset, and then you say, "Oh, wait a minute, why do I get upset?" If you can say that, that means you already have that ability. They already have that ability, because you are not simply like blind, driven by that emotion, driven by that incident, because now you have your secondary evaluation, right? That's mindfulness. That is mindfulness. Oh, wait a minute, why I'm so upset because of this, right? So that very question is possible because of the strong mindfulness. And then we see that that power of that emotion kind of weaken. So we see that there's no value to have this. Of course, next time you'll again get upset, agitated. That's okay. But again,
it's coming up a lot.
And then we ask, wait a minute, why am feeling like this, right? So the more we do this, the more we evaluate, more we ask that question, and more we ask, then how do I feel? Why I'm thinking. More we do that evaluation, and we are developing awareness. So we are developing awareness, and the power of the emotions, like a clouds, that power is weakening. The power of the awareness is like a sky, the clear sky, and that is growing. That's growing. So we have kind of in between, not really battle, but the interaction between the clouds and the sky, clouds and the sky. Most of the time, the clouds are more powerful. So many clouds. But the moment that you ask that question, wait a minute, why I'm thinking that, and you are actually clearing up the sky, and eventually that awareness part will be stronger and more than the clouds.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay, I think now we. Oh yes, Santi.
Can I request for card?
Okay. So can you send me an email with your address? We have your address, right? We have your address, right? It is the same? Is it the same?
Yes.
Okay. If you haven't moved recently, okay, we have the address. Okay, I will send you. We have a volunteer who will post all the cards. I will pass your address to her.
Thank you very much, Bante.
Okay, welcome, Santi. Welcome. You'll get a card. Yeah. Okay, let us now move to the other part of our program. So, if you're following our chanting book, turn to page number 14. So, this is the time that we can share our merits, share the wholesomeness we develop through this practice with everyone else. This is the moment of generosity. This is the moment of gratitude. First of all, we will think about all the people in our family who have passed away. Would be our grandparents, or maybe perhaps parents, and maybe teachers, people who helped us so much, people who are so influential in our life, who are no more with us today. Let us be grateful towards all of them and share this goodness, this good merits with all of them. May all of our departed relatives share these merits. May they benefit from these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang minyatinang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Idang minyatinang Sukita hontu nyatayo idang mi nyatinang hotu. Sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us also share this merits with all other sentient beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca ammihi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Now we will do our blessing chant. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra for all of you. And as you know that this particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all sentient beings, we are going to chant the same sutra in the original form for the well-being and happiness for all of you. Wishing you all the blessings. So we wish that may you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. And may you also receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating now. With the power of these blessings, may you be protected from every way. May you be blessed with stronger immunity. And may you be blessed with good health. And today especially we want to extend our blessings to our Dhamma friend, Adrian, who used to join our meditation on Wednesdays. She went through a surgery yesterday and she's still recovering. And we extend our blessings to Adrian, particularly, wishing her a smooth recovery and good health. And may the blessings reach Adrian also. And you may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings, your family members, your friends. And may all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yam ตังสังตังปะตังอภิสมิจเจสักโพจุเจสุจุเจสุวะโจจัสสมุตุวันติมานิสัมตุสสะโกเจสุปโรเจอัปปะกิจโจเจสัลลหุกวุตติสังตริงตริโยเจนิปโกเจอัปปะกัปโบกุเลสุอันนุกิตโตนะเจกุตตังสมาจาริกินจินวิญโยปาริอุปวาเดยงสกิโนวาเกมิโนหุนตุสัพเบสัตตาภวันตุสุขิตัตตายิเกจิปานภูตัตติตัสสาวาตาวราภาอันเปเสสาติกาวายมหันตาวามัจจิมารัสสกานุกตุลาดิตตาวายเบอัตติตตาเยเจดุเรวสัมติววิดุเรภูตาวาสัมภวิสีสัพเพสัตตาภวันตุสุขิตัตตานะปโรปารันนิคุปเบตนาติมัญเยตกัตตจินังคัญจิวาโรสนาปฏิกสัญญานัญญมัญญัสสะดุกขมิจเจมาตายตานิยังพุตตังอายุสาเอกพุตตมนุรักเกเอวันปิสัพพภูเตสุมานสังภาวเยอปริมาณังเมตตังเจสัพพโลกัสมิงมานสังภาวเยอปริมาณังอุดดังอโดจติริยังเจอสังวาดังอเวรังอสปัตตังเตตังจารังนิสินโนวาสยาโนวายาวตัสสะวิกตมิตโตเอตังสติงอดิตติเยบรัมเมตังวิหารังอิเตมาโหดิตติงเจอนุปกัมสีเลวาดัสสนีเนสัมปันโนกามิวินิยเกตังนะหิจาตุกัปปะสิยังปุณเรติเตนะสัจเจวัจเยสุตติเตโหตุสัพพดาเอเตนะสัจเจวัจเยสัพพโรโกวินาศสตุเอเตนะสัจเจวัจเยนะโหตุเตจายมังคลังสัพพิติโยวิวัจจันตุสัพพโรโกวินาศสตุมาเตภวัตตันตรายโยสุขีติกายุโกภวตุสัพพมังคลังรักขันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะ sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Take this moment to reflect whatever kind deed that you were able to do during last few days. Think about moments of kindness you had with your family members, or maybe with your co-workers, maybe with your neighbors. Even a simple act of kindness you did, maybe feeding a bird or any other thing. Just recall an actual incident in which you did a kind deed. Let us rejoice these kind deeds. On this day
On this day,
or in the past,
or in the past,
if I have done kind deeds
if I have done kind deeds
to other beings
to other beings,
with my body, speech, or mind,
with my body, speech, or mind,
whether great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the Buddha,
here before the Buddha,
I call to mind
I call to mind
those kind
those
deeds,
kind
and let
deeds,
my heart
and let
rejoice.
my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others.
appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind deeds,
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind deeds,
resolving not to compare myself with others.
resolving not to compare myself with
I
others.
rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind
and
deeds,
gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
and gladly share this glory with all beings everywhere.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other
relieve the
beings.
burdens of other beings.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and
shield
pain.
me from all dangers and
May my kind
may my
deeds
kind deeds
and merits that come from
and
them
merits that come from them
help me in freeing my heart.
help me free my heart.
Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about your past few days and recollect a moment that you were helped, you received some help, or you received some kindness and care and love from someone. Try to recall an actual incident that where you received some help and kindness from others. Or you heard about the kindness of someone else. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day
On this day,
or in the
or in
past,
the past,
if I have seen or heard
if I have seen or
of the
heard
kind deeds done by
of
others
the kind deeds done by
with their
others,
body, speech, or
with
mind,
their body, speech, or mind,
whether great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the
here
Buddha,
before the
I
Buddha,
call to
I
mind
call to mind
those kind
those
deeds,
kind deeds,
and let my heart
and let
rejoice.
my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example.
being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of
May the
others
kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living
bring
beings.
safety and happiness to many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May the
others
kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May the
others
kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in me
and many living
and many living
beings.
beings.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining with us today. It was so nice to have you all, and we will see you again in another meditation session.
Wish you good health. Wish you good health.
Thank you, Bhante.
Stay mindful.